Tim with Tech Economy here, catching you up on the economy. Gold finished last week slightly higher following a healthy bounce on Friday. Stock prices also rallied, and the US dollar finished essentially flat for the week, and treasury yields fell. So let's unpack that and get into the topic at hand, Bitcoin. The US began a bombing campaign in Yemen Friday, another escalation in the geopolitical turmoil. When is it ever going to end? While the prospect of war is rising, given the US involvement in not only Ukraine, the Middle East, and now Northern Africa, the markets are simply not reacting. Either investors have grown jaded with the news, or markets are on autopilot and there just aren't that many humans involved. Maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know. So let's get into what everyone's talking about recently, and that is Bitcoin. Yes, I hold some Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin advocate, but let's talk about it in comparison to gold. With Bitcoin making the news last week when the SEC finally approved the ETFs that we've been sitting there watching in the news every single day. A lot of tomfoolery there involved too, including a fake tweet that got deleted saying it was approved. It's a good time to get back into that topic. Now look, Bitcoin still offers the potential to serve as a form of honest money and to an end run that the central bankers and politicians who have abused the fiat system so badly. Let's be honest, I don't believe in the dollar, so yes, I'm holding alternative assets like Bitcoin. Yet some proponents still market the cryptocurrency as a digital gold. So let's unpack that. That combined with the dramatic rally in Bitcoin prices over the past year means there are plenty of interested investors like myself, maybe like you, and there's good reasons to own Bitcoin, but they're not the same reasons to own gold. They're just completely different. The notion that Bitcoin is a digital gold is very dangerous, and to be honest with you, it is misleading. First, the comparison with gold is completely nonsense. Bitcoin is not a reliable store of value, nor is it a solid safe haven asset. And yes, you're talking to a hodler right here. I hold Bitcoin. It's not a proven asset, and it's not permanent. It's better to think of Bitcoin as promising technology. That's what it is. That's where the world's going. Faster transactions, better finance. If it succeeds in gaining widespread adoption and use, it definitely will solve some massive problems with the world monetary systems. I'm not going to lie to you. I believe in that tech. That hasn't happened yet, and there's really no certainty that it's going to happen in the future. Additionally, Bitcoin will flourish just so long as it remains the most popular, useful, and secure cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is certainly the front runner. It has a bigger network effect, an advantage in terms of the brand awareness versus other tokens out there. And I do hold other tokens as well. Many of these have failed, by the way. Others have been exposed, and some have been outright rug pulls and frauds. Watch the news, watch Bitcoin on Netflix. I love it. Ask anyone who can remember the social media hype pioneer behind MySpace whether the advantage meant the tech company would be permanently on top. I have not heard about MySpace in years. No, I have not. Bitcoin's fortunes are tied to a community of volunteer developers working to improve and update the protocol. Humans are making judgments about the direction the development should take, and therefore it's possible that it could go wrong. Yes, humans are wrong quite frequently. For example, let's talk about the controversial decision to implement the Lightning Network. Several years ago, there was a split in the community over the question of how best to scale the ability for Bitcoin to process more transactions per second when severe speed limitations and costs became apparent during periods of high volume. Now, a majority of people decided to totally abandon that. They tried to abandon scaling on the blockchain itself and instead pursued another technology called the Lightning Network. While progress has been made in developing the second layer solution, there are still plenty of problems remaining. Among them is the fact that the Lightning Network is nowhere near as decentralized or secure as the Bitcoin network itself. Now, Bitcoin itself is very innovative. It's a tech that you've definitely heard about with a lot of potential to totally change the world and the way we do finance right now. And it's also got the potential to become worthless. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Investors should buy it because they understand the project will believe and succeed, not because it's digital gold. That is a total falsehood. Do not believe that for one bit. Gold's a different animal. It's not a tech. It's a value. Its value is not dependent on innovation, electricity, and an internet connection. There's no developers behind it. Physical gold is scarce, durable, and beautiful, and therefore it's valuable. These properties have made it useful as a safe haven and store of value for thousands of years. There simply is no substitute. So again, I hold gold, I hold Bitcoin, I hold silver, I hold tokens, I hold altcoins. I've had my rug pulled on from underneath me, putting 5, 10, 15 grand into a project in crypto, and it's been totally gone. That doesn't happen with gold. Look at the price it's been doing. The action was an all-time high recently, and there's a lot of forecasts out there that gold could hit 3,000, 5,000, 15,000. Robert Kiyosaki, love him or hate him, thinks it could go to $75,000 an ounce this year. Now, I think that's a little high, but it's currently sitting around $2,100. So if you believe it's going to go to 3,000, that's a serious game. What's the stock market going to do? We're now in 3 wars. We have an election come up. Inflation, out of control. I just got back from Anguilla. Oh my God, beautiful place, but expensive. I needed a couple ounces of gold to pay for that trip. No lie. Again, holding gold is totally different from holding crypto. Crypto is a tech. It's a betting tech. You're going to bet on it to succeed or not succeed, right? I think it's going to succeed. I think it's going to take time. I think there's going to be a lot of price action this year. That's why I hold it. But I believe in Bitcoin above the US dollar, just like I believe in gold and silver above the US dollar. That's where my assets are. If you're interested in getting gold or silver and adding it either to your retirement portfolio or just for your home use or putting it in a vault somewhere, there's a link below. You can take a quiz and check that out. If you want to get Bitcoin, hey, there's always Coinbase.com or many other places you can buy it depending on where you live. That's today's economic update. I'm Tim with Tech Economy. Thanks for watching. Again, if you're interested in gold or silver, click below. We have vetted these companies. You can join our newsletter as well at tageconomy.org. If you do that, you'll get an automatically generated email telling you exactly which company I personally chose to invest in gold. Happy investing. And again, I know it's late. Larry David says it's way too late to say Happy New Year, but I'm going to say it anyways. Happy New Year.